So, Cozy, you're good for that time for that interview?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And just so you know, I will be pushing to start on time. I don't like the guest having to wait, because their time is important.
2 p.m. on the 25th.
Yep.
What are you trying to say there, Paul?
Trying to say, when we're interviewing professionals in the business, we got to be professional ourselves.
So you saying I'm not professional?
I'm not saying you're not. Did I say?
You didn't say I was either.
Did I say anything about you? No.
What's up, Lemon?
You're right.
Hear him behind
Just pointed it out.
What's good?
Oh, you guys have to do it like Dawn.
No. We
You
live.
hear the music?
We live raw and definitely in front of everybody right now.
Woo-woo!
I can't find glasses either.
That didn't work. That did not work at all.
Hey, Paul. I remember they do here, so that's awesome, man. Yeah, they hear us too. And we're starting soon. Gonna make Flemish little pink thing around his neck, and I don't remember the little sweetie toys. I didn't say, make sound effects with it. I'm just saying.
No, I do. I will make sound effects.
I'm sure he makes sound effects with it every night.
Paul, go look what I put in the chat for you, buddy.
Probably have to do with pineapple, doesn't it?
No.
No.
Sound like you was under the assumption there, Paul. You got PTSD and some pineapples or something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pineapples are so delicious.
And on pizza.
On everything.
Not on pizza. I don't like
On pizza, on everything.
Hot pineapple is good.
It's one of my favorite.
I don't want to eat pineapple.
We don't. What's wrong with pineapple? What you got against pineapple?
No, pineapple is awesome, but not warm. I hate warm.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. If you blend it up and put it in the pizza sauce, people will be like, "This is the most delicious pizza sauce I've ever had."
Nope.
They don't know.
I tell you what, if you put pineapples in a fruit salad, it'd just be bang.
Pineapple is so good. Pineapple is like one of those things. I'm allergic to it, but I don't care.
It's just one of those. It's just one of those things that SpongeBob said it was so good. I'm gonna make a house out of this.
All right, guys, we're almost ready to go. We're almost ready to go.
Rolly.
We know that's not true, but we gonna keep it
Paul
moving.
loves lemons. Yes, he does. Oh, yes, he does.
Look,
He
man,
wants a little bit of squeeze of lemon.
I thought you like pineapples. Am I getting that mixed up?
Life gives you lemon
Take a daiquiri.
Oh yeah.
Like my favorite thing, man. Thinking about pineapples now.
Clowns.
Yes.
They can hear.
I know. I said that. I said that multiple times. They can hear us. You didn't hear that? I just said that. Yeah,
He wasn't
So,
paying attention.
PK, your Skype source is getting out of control there, buddy. It went
What about now? What about now?
Rogue. No, your mic's
What about now?
fine.
What about now?
It's your picture. It went rogue.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess that's because you're the most electrifying man in all the YouTube land.
You're never gonna get that right. You're never gonna.
So anyway, welcome to another episode of 4GQ TV. I hope you guys can hear all of us okay. I hope my mic...
privacy contents have been updated.
Okay, thank you, Google, for just bombarding my phone right now for privacy content being updated. Thank you. Anyway, so yes, we are doing a show on 4GQ TV here tonight. We have a fantastic panel with us. I'm just going to go down in the boxes in the order that you see them. Yes, Flamish, you're still over there. I do have a picture of Phil Spencer on our screen for a particular reason, and I will get into that in a moment. If you guys hear any double echoes when anybody talks, let me know. That means an NDI source has not gotten muted. So I will try to fix that, make sure. But anyway, we have the most electrifying man in all YouTube land. His name is P. Kizzle. What's going on, PK?
So I want to take my right hand and speak to Clowns about how he ruins my Android every single time. But yo, I'm glad to be here. Hey, Happy New Year's for those who wasn't around our first show. And we're glad to be here another week, and we are here, and we got some things to talk about today, and I don't want to waste too much time because Clowns did that already, so we're going to keep it moving since we're already late.
And then we have the fantastic, energetic, and always fun, Cozy!
Hi. Oh, my mic's on. It is on. Yeah.
Yeah, it is on.
And we'll move along to Paul, who is excited about little dancing
Oh,
pine.
what?
Yes.
Am I excited?
Pineapple on pizza.
No.
Paul, since you don't have your camera on, Pineapple Man's going in your box again. By the way.
No. I'm going to give me a minute. I'm setting things up. I had the
Yeah.
wrong image up.
Uh-huh, sure you did. Pineapple's not the
Pineapple
wrong image.
wins.
So, Paul, yeah, so thank you for being here, as always, and welcome to the show, and I hope you enjoy your pineapples. Got some pineapples for you there.
You know, all of you going to get smacked upside the head when I
Oh my god.
Graf likes your new logo, by the way, Paul. He says, great, fantastic. He said, oh, you ruined it. You put on your camera. Come on, Paul.
took over. That's right.
Oh, I wanted that pineapple.
I see you're sporting the Witcher there.
Yeah, I had to just grab an image. The other one was for the last drive-in for Joe Bob Briggs. Nobody in this show is gonna. Well, a lot of people in this show.
And now Flamish's box gotten smaller. I'll fix that.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Flamish, you're back to normal. Welcome to the show, buddy. I know it's cold in Belgium there, so you're drinking your cherry wine.
Cherry wine.
Yeah, that's what he drinks.
Cherry beer.
Cherry beer.
That's even worse than cherry wine. That's like, oh my god.
Fruit beer is actually really delicious, though.
Oh,
Cozy knows
no.
what's up. Cozy knows what's up. No, and
That's
thanks,
like
Cloud.
the
Stop it,
Belgian
Flemish.
version of Zima. That's like the
Stop
Belgian.
This is just one of the happy days, you know, Thursday evening. Always good to be here. Just let the show get rolling. And rolling and rolling and rolling. And
It is rolling.
Yeah, Graf, let's talk about the pre-show production, right? We're gonna blame that on Paul for putting his camera on late, so it messed up all the NDI boxes.
No.
Yeah, so it messed up all the NDI boxes, man. So I had to fix them. That's what happened.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm always on time. You guys are always.
Your camera was a little late there because the pineapple took
Way
over.
to throw your team under the bus there, Paul, or
Yeah.
under your
Everyone
wheelchair.
but me.
I mean, Jesus. Can we get a break?
Work makes the dream work.
Yeah, sorry, Paul. So,
Oh my god, Jesus.
You want to go there, huh? Okay, give me a sec. I can go there too. Yeah.
What that mean?
uh,
Yo, everybody do the intro?
yeah. So let's get into it, right? So it is Phil Spencer's birthday. I just want to wish him a very happy birthday. The man who saved Xbox. Cheer it on, right? Everybody cheer it on, right? Yes. Happy birthday, Phil.
Hey.
I'm waving my invisible thingy that you wave at parties.
Your invisible thingy.
It's her invisible thingy.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean no?
This guy. No, that's not what she's talking about.
I don't know. They do that soccer sometimes, like
What?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Class, move on. Come
Yeah,
on.
no, you know what? PK is supposed to be the one talking about the topics. He's the.
Well,
Yes.
You said let's go.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
all right, let's get it then. Let's get it.
Yeah.
All right, because you wanted to talk about Phil Spencer, so I was giving you that time and energy. Right?
Yeah, sure.
So first of all, let's get into it, right? Let's talk about some good news. Finally, after so many weeks, we finally have some kind of confirmation that Ubisoft Plus will be joining Game Pass. And we heard these rumors all throughout 2021. And I mean, I'm not saying it's official because I seen some announcements, but I'm that type of dude. I believe when I see it. But hey, maybe, just maybe, this is a dream to come true. So they can replay that one commercial when they had EA join Game Pass. I got my whole team with me. Play that again. Let's get it. So anybody else, let's just go around the table. See anybody else is excited to see Ubisoft Plus join Game Pass. And I will start with Cozy, since she's right there looking kind of dazed and confused a little bit. So so how you feel about that?
Excited for people who like Ubisoft games.
Don't do that. Don't do that, because we do like Ubisoft games around here. I know you play Mario Rabbids, so don't.
That's the only game of theirs that I've played in like 10 years.
I can't even say nothing about that. But point is, it's coming to Game Pass. Will you try some new games?
No. I don't think their offerings are currently what's my taste aligns. And I'm honestly, do any of you have this is off topic but a little related. Do any of you have Game Pass auto renewal?
Yeah.
Have any of you checked your auto renewal? Because mine changed to monthly.
Well, I don't
Something
do annual. Mine is monthly.
Oh, okay. So I do 6 months, and now mine is on the monthly one.
You're flexing.
So no, it changed. So now I'm wondering what's up with Game Pass. So
it may have just been a glitch. If you just tried changing it back,
there's no option. The monthly option is the only one that I see.
Maybe they're
now.
only going monthly and annually, which a lot of services.
There's no annual option either.
See, Paul's spilling beans. He probably shouldn't be telling people that he got annual options that nobody else got.
Mine doesn't
really?
Mine doesn't.
I got
doesn't
perks
renew
like
till
that. I
January
don't know what's
2026.
wrong with you.
Yeah, mine doesn't renew till January 2026. So I don't know.
I didn't ask you that, Paul. See how he is.
That's because
But-
Celebrity Pineapple Paul is VIP ambassador, so he gets.
Can't even act right for 2 minutes. Hey, listen. Go ahead, Cozy. Finish your thought.
I was gonna say, I wonder if they're bundling it with some sort of bad news.
Well, there might be some coming. We might talk about that in a second, but I wanted to start it off with some good news, right? So, you might not be interested in the Ubisoft games, may or may not, but in general, how you feel about the joining Game Pass?
I think it's good for like I said, I don't like a game, but that doesn't mean it's not good for the subscription service. It's all about value, and adding that definitely adds value.
Do you think the price will increase now that Ubisoft Plus joining?
Yeah.
What do you think it'll be?
Probably 18, maybe.
Okay. So keeping it moving, because we gotta make up some time here. Hey, Flamish, what do you think about Ubisoft Plus coming to Game Pass?
Awesome! Come on, you have all those Ubisoft games. That's I think close to 100 titles or less, maybe something like that. They have a lot. They have a large category of games, right? All the Assassin's Creed games. You got a lot of this. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of games, right? Besides that, the DLCs are also on Ubisoft Plus.
Oh.
So those are included, and some premium versions of the games. So why not, right? Just don't pay DLCs anymore on Ubisoft. Just get them for free. They're inside the subscription. It's always good to see such a great value come to a system like Game Pass. It's already been on PC for a while. I was waiting for it to come to Game Pass, and don't need to buy Ubisoft games anymore. It's included now, so yay!
Okay, well that's good. So you got 100 more games you're not gonna finish. That's awesome. So what about you, Paul? How do you feel about Ubisoft Plus coming to Game Pass?
If it's true, because it's still a rumor, and this is a rumor we've actually been talking about for a few months here. We've kind of had wind of this coming for about the last year. If it's true, it's very cool. Now, the one thing that may change, remember, Game Pass doesn't usually include DLC. That's how they make some of their money, is you get the game for free and DLC cost extra. So that may or may not change.
Sometimes.
I mean, if DLC does get added later, it's usually way later, you know.
Do you think the price will increase?
That I can't speak to because some Fastback mentioned in chat it could be for the family Game Pass is going to be announced, and that may be why the store is switching up.
I don't think they're going to do that regardless. But I'm just.
But I don't know about the increase. I mean, it'd be really because I mean, if you pile this on top of the bad news around Ubi right now that they've canceled. Wait.
No,
it all ties in. It all ties in.
I know, but let's transition properly. Let's just go ahead and get it out. Let's get it. What else? Don't say bad news yet. We gotta.
But to me, it all ties in. You asked me about the price.
I know.
I think that's going to play into it as well. Well, you know. Also,
don't you like to savor your meal?
No. You asked me about a subject, and I want to give you my coverage on it.
All right. Have at it.
You know, they have the games the games that we didn't know about that have been canceled. Skull and Bone has been canceled possibly up through 2024. So I'm hearing no video tonight, guys. Okay.
Okay.
That's Infinite, by the way. He might accidentally signed on.
I remember. Yeah, Infinite's real name is Christy. We know that. Yes.
Okay, well, I didn't realize. I didn't even see it. So,
yeah.
Infinite, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
He just woke up.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. he come clutch anyway. He don't care. He don't care if you gotta come and switch him, turn into a whole other person.
But I'm up for the rest of the week, so I decided to take the day off. So I didn't go to sleep as soon as I got home from night shift. So, but I'm here. I'm live and in charge. I got something to say about the Ubisoft. So
Are you excited for? I mean, are you happy? You know, Ubisoft Plus coming to Game Pass, or what's up?
Well, they gotta keep. They got everybody else they could. They got to keep up in the ante to have other people join, right, or join back again. The question is, if that includes an increase, are they? And now she can't see anything further than the monthly. Are they going to tear it out?
I don't think they can tear it out. I think an increase is probably the appropriate thing.
We wanted to tear it out and then have the higher increase for get the extra Ubisoft, get the EA, you know, do that on a higher tier if you want those.
I mean,
$21.99 a month.
I can see that point of view, but I also think they'll introduce some confusion, especially if they're going to introduce a family plan. But I mean, you could be right.
Let's just. I mean, I think they're business. They're in it to make money any which way they can. They got shit on last time for raising the end prices. Maybe they'll raise the price this time, but allow some people to stay the same price if they can't afford more.
No, you're right.
But hold on, it would be bad. It would be a very bad look for them to pull EA into another tier after we've had it for 3 years now.
Maybe EA's in the same tier, but maybe Ubisoft will be at the beginning of a new tier.
You do realize that Ubisoft Plus costs twice as much as EA Play, right?
This is what
EA Play was like $35 a year.
You know? Right, and Ubisoft is $15 a month, bro.
Yeah, EA is like $4.
It
$4
costs
a
the
month.
same as Game Pass right now, and it's like what?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that I guess they're trying to sell it differently. I love EA Play. EA Play provides value, but
It's probably no value for me.
Yeah, if you're not a sports gamer, EA Play provides very limited value.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, except for the trial.
EA backlog that
Yeah, I don't want to play no trials though. Who wants to play demo? Not me. I'm done playing demos. I've had my time with shareware. Thank you.
They're not demos. They're the full games. Just you can play 10 hours of them.
Yes. So was Doom too. That was still shareware.
Hey, well, check this out. I'm gonna just say this. One, you know what I think? Who in here played Rainbow Six Extraction? Anybody?
My hand
Like
is not
a
up.
week.
Yes, I
a
mean,
week.
I have. But you know, you
My
didn't even
hand
get,
is not up.
you didn't even
wait.
get to the other topic. We're going over what?
No, I'm still saying.
Okay.
Who played Rainbow Six Extraction? So Clown said he played it. I played it. Did anyone finish it?
No.
I didn't play it. How can I finish?
I don't finish the games I do play.
I don't finish games.
So like, there you go. He went on record and admitted you don't finish games. He definitely pulls out too early. So what we do is what I think is they're not making no money on this Ubisoft Plus subscription. All right, no one wants to play these games, so the only way to get them in front of people to actually try them is to you can't beat them, so you got to join them. There's no way that someone's going to subscribe to Ubisoft Plus at 15 when you got Game Pass Ultimate at 15. You're not going to do that. So
Yeah, I just don't know how they're going to include it into the package of Game Pass without
the
increasing
way I
the
see
price.
it
I get it.
is they're probably going to use. I mean, it's probably a mutual thing, right? So just like the deals is for the other, where they get paid for how many people play your game or whatever. But check this out. It's also giving them exposure, right? What if a lot of people don't know nothing about Ubisoft games and they just now putting them in front of you? Who knew about Rainbow Six Extraction? Matter of fact, who remembers that game exists? Like, think about it. And what if, and you know, it started on Game Pass. I know it was Game Pass PC, and then now it's coming back, and it's like, you be in front of a lot more people now because it's advertised as being part of the whole shebang. So in my mind,
Interestingly enough, happened to be looking. Rainbow Six Extraction was one of the most anticipated. Bombed out real quick, actually.
you going in and out there, Paul. You gotta talk with
Yeah.
There you go.
No, it's not the mic. It's just because. Oh well, I'll deal with
There
it.
you go. You got it.
Anyway. Yeah, but you know, it was one of the most anticipated releases, and it kind of fell flat. I mean, we all know this because we were all there, you know. So I don't know that putting it back on Game Pass is gonna, you know, hype it back up at all.
You never know.
Unless they've made changes. Unless have you played it recently? Have they changed it up a bit?
I mean, the way I see it is, if they can disconnect, forcing you have to do Ubisoft Plus on PC so you can just install the game naturally like anybody else, I think that's a win.
But Ubisoft Plus is already on PC.
I know you don't understand what I just said there, Flamish, but you can't install none of your games that you own from Ubisoft unless you use their launcher, even though you bought them on Xbox.
Yep, you got to use their launcher, and you have to log into their Ubi, their
and
Ubi.
you can't
service.
uninstall the games unless you use their launcher. It's weird. So that mandatory thing, I think this should go away. So with that being said, since Paul's doing all this talking, you know, let's go ahead and start talking about these some of the bad news, like these games being canceled. What games being canceled there, Paul?
They haven't said. I mean, they canceled a bunch of titles you don't know about, but we're not going to be working on them. Okay, thank you. The only thing we know for sure is that, like I said, Skull and Bones has been postponed for any time this year into next year, which is, you know, for Skull and Bones being, you know, I played the beta a little bit. I don't know if anybody else here did. Definitely wasn't ready for prime time, but this is the 6th time that it's been put off. I'm beginning to think that we may never see it. That they may they may actually never launch Skull and Bone
Wait a minute.
unless something drastic
So
changes.
you was excited for that game?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I was looking forward to that.
Yeah, Paul wasn't the only one. I was too.
Pirates.
Mm.
Pirates
Nah.
with the in the vein of Black Flag, which is one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games,
Why don't you stream
with
it?
better graphics and stuff.
Why don't you stream it?
Yeah, and just more PVE than PvP, what's it called? Is the one that everybody plays that loves that I can't stand.
Yeah,
or
the
I'm
one
really
you
bad
call
at.
it. What is that?
Sea of Thieves?
Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, Sea of Thieves. Just because
What's wrong with
I
Sea
would
of
love Sea of
Thieves?
Thieves if it
Now
had
you
more
hate no
PvE.
Sea of Thieves.
I would love Sea of Thieves if it had more PvE. You know, but that's just I'm one of the few. So
I'm still trying to figure out who Paul be playing with these games because he sure enough don't invite me.
He plays
I,
with
be
the
asking.
ambassador
I don't
people.
I don't play with a lot of friends.
Oh,
dude.
that's right. I have to be a celebrity to
No,
be in
I
that
have
circle.
I have very limited groups of people that I play with.
I
It's
know
just
you
the
You hear
way-
that? It's so
That's
fancy.
exactly
His-
what I'm
his-
talking
His
about.
group is that
I
small.
have to be on that Ashala level on the commercials with him before he's invited
I
to the party.
dude, no.
Yeah, usually he has do not disturb on. You can't even set him a message.
No, I never.
Oh,
well, no, I almost never have
this
do
guy
not
right
disturb on.
here.
The only time I do that is if I'm streaming, and I'm streaming something that I don't want to get pestered about.
I bet you start a stream every time you get an invite from one of us. I'm streaming.
You know, somebody should just every time he does that, just send him a bunch of pineapple pizzas with extra pineapple and sardines.
Oh, ew. Well, actually, I don't mind the sardines. The pineapple still.
I mean, Paul, do you feel some type of way about them canceling some unannounced games outside of the pirate game?
I'm really starting to think that Ubisoft is in trouble. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they're on the for sale block at some point. Okay, I'm just
Well, unfortunately, they're kind of too large to just sell to anybody, and I don't know anybody who got pockets that big except for the one that's already having trouble buying another publisher.
Yeah,
so.
I know. Hey, so if this deal goes through, because I mean the fact that they're linking up with Microsoft in this way, I do think, because remember, this will put money just to become a part of the system with Microsoft. They are going to put money in their pocket. Microsoft doesn't say you pay us. They say here's a bucket of money. Go do something. It's like,
What if Amazon bought Ubisoft? Would that be a thing?
oh, that would be the end of Ubisoft. I mean, I don't know. Amazon's still young in the game. They got to they've got to show that they can handle this stuff. Yeah.
So Cozy she's, I don't know. She might not. She'd be like, you know what? I don't like the games anyway, and as long as it's not Mario Rabbids, I'm good. How you feel? How you feel about these unannounced games getting canceled?
I think it's unfortunate because I think, as much as I was like, meh, Skull and Bones, I think that's kind of where I see them as having potential. Instead of I feel like at this point, the way I feel about most Ubisoft games is they just for the last 15 years, they've just been let's do a palette swap of what we already have. All their games feel kind of iterative and it's yay, you made another version of the same thing that you always do. At this point, it's maybe they'll be smart enough, to switch things up, come up with something better. But it doesn't bode well because, them just saying oh, we're canceling this and canceling that. And what are they going to do? Give us Far Cry 7, Assassin's Creed 3000. What else do they make?
That begs the question: is the new Assassin's Creed where they're putting all their workers right now? They've canceled all these other projects.
Are you saying they pulling a Activision where they just pull all the developers like Toys for Bob and
they might as well.
Moon Studios just to be support tier now? They no longer make their own games.
They're no longer working on stuff. So yeah.
What?
Because Activision said, you know what? I don't want y'all making no other games no more. No more Spirals, no more Transformers, no more No more Crash. We just want you to be a support tier for Call of Duty.
Actually unfortunate because like me of like when I gave that time to, I was like me of several years ago. If you like, oh, Ubisoft game, I'm there. But now I'm just kind of like,
Okay, well, Flamish.
Well,
He was looking like, look, his one eye went the other way.
what? One eye went the other way? No, that doesn't happen.
That pink
Jeez.
pillow, man. It's the curse of the pink pillow.
Yo,
Okay.
yeah, I can't. Go ahead,
It's my neck.
Flamish.
I need to support my neck. Sorry, guys. I mean, if you send me a black pillow, I would be happy.
It's
I
okay.
mean, if someone sends me a black pillow like this, I would be happy.
what's wrong with your pillow?
Nothing. Everybody else thinks it's wrong.
It's like a lovely little
Because
neck
it's
pillow.
pink.
I
I
like
like
neck
pink.
pillows.
Let me
Wrong
keep
pink.
my pink pillow. No, gotta keep it.
That's wrong pink.
I've been staying strong with my pillow for 1 year and a half, and I will keep going.
I don't even want to tear that apart because I think it's something I don't even want to understand.
That pillow's
ahead,
having
bro.
more success than Ubisoft right now.
Clown's
So,
throwing
no,
shots under. He's rolling the bowling ball down the lane.
the
He's not
Ubisoft
wrong.
stuff, right, PK?
Yeah.
So first of all, games get cancelled all the time. If they're not up to snuff, if their developers don't think they will suffice for the public, then they won't release them, right? So they're unannounced projects. We don't hear even about unannounced projects, right? So that they get cancelled. So, I mean,
Yeah, but not
It's
usually
unfortunate.
three, not usually three at the same time from the same company. That's unheard of.
yeah, okay, maybe, but I mean, yeah, maybe they'll have to just cut their losses on what they're working on to. I don't know. I'm not a
Nobody
business
knows what they're
person.
working on is the problem. I mean, Skull and Bones has been postponed.
Well, Skill and Bones is
Perfect.
just getting delayed at this point, right? Just
Six
a
times.
fifth,
Six
six times.
Time.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like we done hit a nerve with Paul, so just
No, I'm just trying to
throwing
make
that
a
out
point
there.
that this isn't your normal situation.
Okay,
I
it's
got
how
you.
I see it, Paul. I just don't know enough like you do or other people that do know more about the business and stuff. I'm just here for the games, right? I don't really
Let
know
me
a
tell
lot
how
about
you feel. You ain't. He can say how you feel. Go ahead and fight. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Let's get ready to rumble.
It's all good. Hey,
But
we're here to
But-
give our sites. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. It's just
Yeah.
our sites and have conversations. And if we want to rebuttal, let's do it. No worries.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
just saying, Flamish, PK still has forgotten about me, but go ahead.
I have not forgot about you. I'm just waiting on you to get together because I ain't want to interrupt you while you're doing something. Then you knock us off air or something. So I just want to
Yeah,
make sure.
I mean, you're looking down at your phone, you're doing stuff. We figure you're distracted.
I got you. Let's just get clowns. Carlo out the way. I apologize. So, Carlo, first of all, I didn't get to hear how you feel about Ubisoft Plus joining Game Pass, and then could you tell us how you feel about these games getting canceled?
Okay, so first of all, I'm excited for Ubisoft to join Game Pass. I've been saying it for years that I've been hoping it's happened. What's up, Albra in the chat? Ham, Infinite in the chat as well. Yeah, I've been excited for a long time. I've been saying that it's bound to happen eventually. I just felt like that it's the right place for it to go. And, as January last year, Ubisoft confirmed that Ubisoft Plus is coming to Xbox. They just haven't confirmed when. So I think with the financial issues that Ubisoft's having right now with canceling games, the investor calls, the CEO telling devs it's up to them to make the games kind of like peak and sell right now. I think now is the time for them to strike a deal with Xbox and get it into Game Pass because games in Game Pass do get played a little bit more, and sometimes it revives older games a little bit, so they could sell DLC, microtransactions, and whatever deal they have with Xbox Game Pass is just icing on the cake on top of that. So I think that it is the perfect time. Ubisoft does seem to have some financial troubles. They are canceling some games that they had thought at one time might do well, like Splinter Cell VR, which I have no idea why they wanted to do on VR, but they did. And they thought it would probably do well, and now it's getting canceled. So I do feel for them. I like Ubisoft a lot. I think they're a great studio. I love the Assassin's Creed series, and I don't want to see that stuff kind of go away. I know Assassin's Creed is safe. I'm surprised that Skull and Bones is still safe with the constant delay in development that it's had. Surprised that didn't get canned over some other stuff. And then Ubisoft also made another press release that they were disappointed in the sales of the new Mario Rabbids game on the Switch. That just kind of says that people are slowly moving away from the Switch, just like Flemish's camera slowly got bigger. But I'm thinking that's what is going on. Like, I just think that people are kind of, moving on from the hottest seller at the time. I mean, Nintendo always sells well when they come out with something for the first time, except for the Wii U. Sorry, Nintendo. But it is what it is. And I think Ubisoft is kind of counting on that game doing better than it did. So I don't know. That was a perfect time. And this developer showcase coming up, perfect time to announce it, right? People have been seeing...
Paul makes a good point, though. I agree. No doubt. You do as well. Paul makes a good point. I'm thinking back on it. If we're hurting this bad, this might be the good opportunity for them to get some extra revenue and pull on a Game Pass, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Paul does make a great point, though, regardless of other things I thought about or said. That's a good point. It's an easy 1, 2, 3, just like that.
That's what I wanted to know is why you saying that, Infinite? What do you think in general? Like,
no, I mean, if they need to raise capital because they're financially hurting, a quick way for them to raise capital would be to join Game Pass and be paid by you said that mode of how many people play your game and how long they play it.
Right.
Plus, they get a flat payment.
Plus all the DLCs that people are gonna buy if they're picking up a game. Like there's multiple DLCs for every Ubisoft game. What, 3 at least? 2 to 3 at least.
Yeah.
So but I mean, if they want to do that, then they can obviously they'll make money that way as well. But it's a good way. It's a good quick way for them to raise capital when needed, especially if their current $15 one isn't holding tight, right?
Yeah, like I said, there's no way you're gonna choose them over Game Pass. Like the only real platform you can do that is on PC, but you got Game Pass on PC.
But don't forget that the downloadable content and expansions are free on Ubisoft Plus.
But not on Game Pass.
On PC maybe, but we don't.
No, but Ubisoft Plus. If Ubisoft Plus is going to Game Pass, that means that all downloadable content.
No, it
doesn't. Maybe they won't.
Maybe it'll be the same.
Then it would not be Ubisoft Plus, and it would just be Ubisoft Extra.
Well, maybe, but there's no guarantee they're going to be near the same. Is all I'm. Can't say this is how they do it now, so this is how they're going to do it.
They might stop offering DLC Plus on their the DLC on their Plus, and it's still called Plus.
Well, if we see that happen, then we know Ubisoft is in serious trouble.
Well, then it means that they expect you to buy Game Pass PC.
Well, they now expect you to buy the DLC. I mean, Game Pass makes us buy the DLC too. Did you get the DLC for Forza? No.
I did.
Yeah,
well,
okay.
I did as well, but there's something funny about that. I got the Hot Wheels too. I don't know how I got the Hot Wheels.
But that's Xbox Game Pass. Xbox Game Pass never said they're going to include the DLC with the game, right? Ubisoft Plus is already...
Okay, what if they retract that part, Flamish, out of their little conference?
Ubisoft Plus may be going away as you know it, though. If it's Game Pass, Ubisoft Plus is a standalone product. Be going away.
I mean, there's already a bunch of Ubisoft games on Game Pass at this point, so...
Agreed. You're right.
Well, we all agree with that, and I'm cool with that. I think we all have different viewpoints that kind of meet the same goal here. That it came to their parent, their daddy, said, "Hey, can you help me out? We're not working out on Luna, and we're not working out on our own, and don't see nobody wants to subscribe to us. Well, maybe we should hop on the bandwagon."
I didn't realize it.
Most likely, what happened? They looked outside the office and they saw a big Brinks truck with Xbox on the side of it.
Yeah, because Luna had Ubisoft Plus and it's still $15 a month, and it's like, no.
I didn't realize it cost that much. I'm like, I mean, as someone who doesn't really like their titles, but even if I did like their titles, I'd still be like, just for Ubisoft
I have
games.
a friend who is a Ubisoft fanatic. That dude would defend Ubisoft no matter what they poop out, and he don't even have Ubisoft Plus.
I want to. Yeah,
You gotta
PK,
chat.
go ahead and get the super chat.
Yo, Ham, thanks for the $2 super chat. He says Game Pass makes other subscription services seem lackluster. That's 100. And I think that's the big deal. What the value that we're talking about is that it just depends on how Ubisoft joins this Game Pass. Is it still trying to do its own thing? Is it going to be like EA, where it's semi-separate, but it's a part of the same tier? And I'm gonna just put it out there. Netflix cost me $23 a month, right? It's supposed to be like $20, and with taxes, like almost $24.
Nope.
And
It's like cinema.
it
Jesus.
still does not bring the value that Game Pass brings. So I just find like I find like if there is a price hike, $20 is still a good value for what you're getting.
But hold on, I do want to add to that, PK. If you were a movie nut, right? A series nut, and you watched a lot of series and movies, more than you would game, because gaming is your favorite hobby, right? Correct?
I watch a whole lot of movies.
I would say even if I watch movies, Flemish, it wouldn't be Netflix that I will be like. If I had a choice, it wouldn't be Netflix that it'll be like Paramount Plus or HBO Max or something that has a lot more movies that I like. I'm not saying I don't like Netflix movies, but to be honest, there's so many foreign movies I don't understand what I'm looking at anymore. I'm just being real, like,
or anime. Yeah,
it's too much. And I don't want to swing over that, but I was just giving my thought there. That being said, guys, I know the big news is the Xbox Director's Show, which is mainly it's not really for us as fans, though.
What?
You know, we're still going. It's for the developers, right? Isn't that what that was for? That's how it was advertised.
No, it's from the developers.
Yeah, it's from the PK.
Right. Okay, my bad. Infinite. Infinite. What happened is, I got some things from Florida that, words start get rearranged, and that's how it came out. So we're just gonna blame it on Florida. Hey, listen.
You need to see a doctor for whatever it is you got from Florida. I'm just telling you.
Well, I definitely not a Florida doctor, because they'll just tell me it's all good and then have an alligator come out of his pocket. But
out of your what?
Out of his pocket.
Oh no, PK. You know what? You're just digging yourself a rabbit hole on this one.
Hey, listen. I'm like Teflon Don. I'm half Italian. Hey, Infinite, are you excited for this show, man? Because they do got some big games they want to reveal, and of course, Starfield, Redfall are the biggest games. Remember, we interviewed the actress that's voicing one of the main characters in Redfall, so that's pretty exciting for us. And I don't know how you feel about this, bro. You think it's they chose January 25th?
Is that the date?
Yep.
What time?
Save the date.
Did they say a time and how long the show is going to be?
So that's a good question, Paul.
They haven't said how long the show's going to be. They have not.
Okay.
Listen, I'm excited for anything to come out of that camp. I mean, anybody who says they're not excited or not interested in what they have to say, then that's a shame.
And yes, Sir X-Men, per your super chat, we can do golf on Saturday.
That man paid $2. He's trying to comfort y'all.
Right.
He's trying to comfort. He wanted to make sure you knew I'm gonna put these hands on you. And if you miss this, I'm paying $2 for this. This is how I feel. I don't know what y'all did to this man.
What did you do?
And Flemish just said, I don't play golf no more.
No, I don't have the game anymore.
So Flemish is that type of guy that wins one time and then never play you again.
Yeah,
You
then
don't
he-
ever give your-
No, I enjoy the game, but I don't have the game anymore, so I can't play.
Why'd you get rid of the game? If you enjoy
Yeah.
it that much, why did you keep it?
Now, was it stated they weren't going to show anything for Starfield, correct? They're going to have that
Yeah,
on their own
Yes,
show?
they're going to show. I think it's going to be gameplay of these games.
But they said there's a-
Standalone.
It's gonna
I
be-
thought it said Starfield was going to get its own standalone
Starfield gets
show.
a separate thing, and it's going to be no host. So
yeah,
it's just gonna be-
probably.
Oh, just
It's
going to be
gonna be
cinematics,
video.
trailers, and that's the video. Okay.
I
But
thought
they're
it was
also
gameplay.
like for Starfield at the moment, they're doing those email things like the videos, right? At the moment,
What are you talking
if
about?
you
bro?
sign up for the newsletter, you get like a private video.
Yeah, they haven't done a
every
lot
so
with
many
that yet.
weeks.
So they
I
haven't
don't
done
think
a lot.
that's what it is. It's going to be an event, so I don't
I
know.
can't.
You can't. Infinite. Is there any particular game you're looking forward to?
Redfall,
most-
obviously.
Redfall. I said it's like a 4-player. What was it? It's not like Left 4 Dead. It's more like Fallout.
Open,
That's,
yeah,
Oh.
that's what I'm hoping for.
open world Vampire Slayer game, stuff like that.
Something like that.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah,
gotta
I
be
think
good. You
it's
heard
gonna be
those-
good.
Hey, and even if it's not good, I'm gonna be able to play it for free and make that judgment on my own without having to pay to play it.
Oh,
Right?
be
I mean, I'm
careful.
saying without out of my own subscription that I've already paid
Yes,
that
because
month.
otherwise you might
Right.
upset
I will-
people
I
if
will
you say
have-
free. That's
I
right.
will with that subscription price of that monthly.
Yo,
I will be able to try it
You're grown. You're a grown
for
ass
a,
man.
for a
If
lack ass
if you
price
wanna
of
say free, you can say-
$15.99. I get to rent it. All right, I'll use my subscription
gotta
I
pander
paid that
to
month to rent
nobody.
it that day. All right.
All right. If
So
they want to be
Infinite-
jealous because you have Game Pass, then let them be jealous.
So Infinite, you're playing a demo, right?
I don't play demos. I could play that entire game if I wanted to without purchasing it. It's not a demo.
Flemish is
I
hands.
know.
It's a demo.
doing
It's just a
hands.
10-hour game. It only allows me to play 10 hours of it.
There's
And
only
it's a
one
demo.
person on this panel that likes to download a whole bunch of demos, and it's definitely not Infinite.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
so
I
good.
ain't downloading the game unless I have intention of playing the whole thing. And I never finish a game. I'm like Flemish.
What?
I don't think you're like Flemish. I think Flemish much worse because at least guess what you still playing. You still playing that Vampire Survivors. Flemish would have gave up and then moved on already.
Do you know I actually played a lot of Vampire Survivors when it first came out, PK.
Me too.
That's what you do all the time. That's what Flemish does all the time.
When it first, not on Xbox, on PC.
He says a lot. He,
A year
he considers
before.
a lot of time, 1 hour. So let's go. Let's move on. Paul, before we move, we get too lost in the weeds. I know I'm gonna come back to you, Flemish. You can try to get back at me. So what's up? What about this show? And are you excited for this? And any games you excited for specifically?
Oh yeah, I'm excited for this. I can't say I can't pick out any games since Starfield's the one I'm really looking forward to. But I am
Why is
looking.
that?
To see, well, just because we're going to talk about this again. Okay.
I mean,
Look, I have faith in Bethesda as far as their single player offerings go. And everything I've seen about Starfield looks fire. And like I've said on Twitter and some other shows this last week, I actually try to limit how much I find out because I want to learn about the game as I play. I don't want to be too overly spoiled to go, oh, this is that part of the story where I got to go do this. This is that part of the story where this person.
anything else on the list that you might be interested in?
Yeah. You're making me draw a blank. The vampire game that
Darkfall.
Oh, yeah,
There's
the
Darkfall
Vampire
too,
Survivors.
you know?
Is that what we're talking about?
No, not
Vampire
that. piece of-
Survivors. Oh yeah.
No, not that. Jeez.
You said
No,
the Vampire game.
The one that's supposedly like Left 4 Dead, but not. That I'm drawing a blank on the name that everybody else. It's supposed
Is
to
it
be coming out
Redfall
before
there, Paul?
Starfield. Redfall, yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay, good. That was the alley oop for you. That's okay.
Yeah.
And
So I mean, because I'm looking because
I think this
I
is a
like
big
the
show.
fact that if you choose to do single player with that one, you can supposedly. So that's going to be nice. And, also I am going to want to check out the multiplayer with friends and stuff. Even you, PK.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
but
you
yeah,
think this
but
is a
I do
big
like
show for them though?
but I do like, I think I don't know that it's, if they're not doing Starfield, and I'm thinking it's going to probably be less than an hour. I don't think they're going to have a whole lot to show. Which, again, I'm okay with that. They can at least say, hey, here's what's coming, here's what's coming, here's what's coming. And maybe they'll give us some solid release dates. Maybe they'll be really nice and say, by the way, as of now, you can download it, and play it, Because we're going to be, by the time, it's going to be the end of January. So, yeah, we're going to start wanting to see some stuff come out here.
Okay. I'm gonna get to Cozy before she vibrates at her chair. So, Cozy,
Oh my god.
how do you feel about how you feel about this show? And is any games you looking forward to playing?
Way back when Redfall was first announced, I was like, shut up and take my money. Like, I was already sold. I was like, sold. This is my kind of game.
So you gonna buy the game?
No.
You said she'll take the money.
I actually might, like, depending on sometimes I'll buy a game on Steam. But because I don't know if it's on sale on Steam. I'm like, it's already in Game Pass and it's not leaving Game Pass really, so I'll buy a game on Steam. But I don't know. I'm just really excited for Redfall. Every time they've shown more about it, I've just been like, no, this is even better. Yes, I want this. I need this in my hands now. Okay, so that's like,
That was good. I'm happy. You happy? What about Starfield?
Starfield is kind of different. So Starfield is sort of like, it's like, I expect Starfield to be a game where I sit down and I enjoy it and I spend hundreds of hours into it. It's like I don't have. It's like hard to explain. It's like saying I don't have high expectations for Starfield doesn't quite explain that my high expectations for Starfield are significant. So I don't need to be hyped for Starfield because Starfield's already in that box of yes.
Got you. So, Carlo.
Yes.
You sitting there quiet.
I'm here. No, I'm here.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, so let's get it. Let's see how excited you are about this show. What's up with that, man? You excited for the show, and what games exactly are you looking forward to?
Okay, first let's be honest. At first I was like, are they just doing this because of all the pressure that they're getting from the public and the fans on Twitter? But then I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's time that Xbox shows some stuff that they got in the works. Get people a little bit excited for their upcoming titles and whatnot. I know that, we've seen delays with Redfall and Starfield, and some people felt a little bit down about that. But now we're getting closer to the release of Redfall. It's very exciting. People want to see it. I am happy for this game. I can't wait to play it. In fact, I'm going to play the multiplayer on this with you, PK. I'm actually going to play the multiplayer with you. Can you believe it?
Oh.
Can you believe it?
Squad
I had some
We got our
commitments
4-man
of people
squad
who
already.
don't want to play games with me. Play games with me. That's
This,
weird.
This makes me want to play multiplayer, Get out my single player feelings here.
I don't even know how to feel right now. Anthony, help me.
PK. I mean, PK here.
Yo,
I'm also
that's crazy.
I'm also excited for the Minecraft Legends that they're going to be showing. I love these little Minecraft games. They're great. They're great. I love them. I don't know what else to say. I love them. Forza Motorsport, I'm excited to see some of that, see what we're going to get, what they're giving us, and different cars in that, maybe some nice different trailers on it. Yeah, something gets hype for that. The Elder Scrolls Online, I used to love that game, and I would have been sitting here like dancing in my chair, but I'm no longer feeling that way. I still like the game. It just doesn't get me out of my chair dancing anymore. I'm gonna have to ask Flamish to do that for me. So I'm a little bit happy about that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Jay, screen cap that if you've seen it. Screen cap it. Next. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Flamish, get in the spirit. Yeah, let's go. Pig pillow and all falling off.
I don't know how I feel about that. That was kind of scary.
Do it more.
He's excited, man. See, he's excited too. Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's gonna be some good stuff. We're gonna get hyped for this. It's time to see some stuff.
So do you think this is going to be a big show?
I'm gonna set my expectations to medium because I don't want to get myself overhyped and think that we're gonna see something extravagant. But also, I think Xbox knows that they need to show something. There's been a lot of, complaints on the first party side. So I think, they know they got to show some stuff. Medium expectations, PK.
Okay. Did I get everybody on this or? Oh, yeah. Okay, Flamish. I almost didn't recognize you with the pink thing, almost choking you. So go ahead and
Never mind.
tell me how excited you are about this show and what games you're looking for, buddy.
Well, I'm actually the same like Clowns. I would say medium expectations at this point. Most of the games in there I am softly excited for, except for Motorsport. That's like the game I would like to see a lot more of, right? Especially what they've done with the engine. That was amazing. The 20-minute stuff we've seen so far, and the trailer. But besides that, like Redfall is not really taking my attention yet because I haven't seen too much of it yet. So I don't know I know how the game plays a little bit, right? FPS style, but I just need to see way more of that game. Starfield is going to be another Bethesda game like the other ones. It's going to be open, like super giant, big, a lot to do. You can go everywhere. You can do a lot of different things. So it's going to be a really good game for a long time.
Translated, Flemish won't play it.
I'll play it. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know,
For
man.
5
just
minutes.
not-
For
like,
5
I
minutes.
know,
I'll
I
play it
know-
for 5
I know
minutes.
what
Lightning
this
struck
point-
twice with you and Clowns tonight. I don't know. I might believe in magic.
I just wanna I know what Starfield is gonna do to my game experience because I do love the open world Bethesda style games, but I still think the mechanics sometimes are just a little bit too simple. But I cannot explain why, just how I feel about some of the mechanics that they implement in their games.
Sometimes simple is good from an
Yes,
accessibility
yes.
standpoint. Simple is good.
Yes, it is. It does because you just think about the game itself. You're not overthinking too much. You can just stress out, relax in your couch or wherever you play the game, and just have fun. Right? That's what those games want. Just tell those stories that are just unique to your gameplay, basically. And that's it somewhat. I'm just excited for me. The most is Motorsport. I just want to see more of that Redfall. But yeah, maybe we'll see something else. I have no idea. But I'm always excited for shows like this, even if they're small. That's it.
Okay. That's good for me. I mean, Anthony, you touched on this, right?
Yes, sir. I just I want to hit on one point.
Yeah.
Has anybody noticed the amount of press that ESO still gets and has been getting much more lately? At least the last year, I thought a game that was probably dying is now been heavily. I've seen ads left and right. I've seen commercials. I've seen internet ads.
It's
What's
been there
dying?
since
I
the
didn't
last
think.
DL.
I mean, I didn't think it was a game that anybody was playing. I thought it was like a game that maybe more like think of Fallout 76, where they have their core group of players and not very many coming new. You know what I mean? I thought it was a game that's most likely on its way out in 5.
No, it's a really good MMO. Like there's a lot of
Do you
people
play
playing
it? Do
that.
you play it?
Not anymore.
I thought it was a good game too. I don't either. And that's my point.
I know a lot of people
But they're
that
still getting DLC and they're still getting a lot of press, and I wonder why.
The
Well-
High Isles expansion came out like half a year ago. I think.
Yeah, like I said, do you play it? Not anymore. How long did you play it for, Flemish? 20 hours? 30? It's an MMO.
Well-
It's a game that requires thousands of hours to play.
He's pulling your
Yeah,
achievement
true,
card
but-
right now.
This particular MMO just didn't really catch me like World of Warcraft.
That's
did.
what I had the same impression too, Flemish. Thanks for telling the truth now. That game is still getting pressed, still getting ads, still getting money put into it.
As somebody,
surprised.
you know,
I don't know why.
Infinite, as somebody who's put many days into that game and loved it for many years, you are right. There's still advertisements for it. I didn't even think about that until you said that. But yeah, they do advertise that heavily.
It's more and more too. Just as recently, since probably the Bethesda deal, it's been coming in like heavier and heavier.
Yeah.
That's all I noticed. That's all I just wanted to make that observation.
I wanted to answer that. So there are lots of people who actually still play that to this day. Actually host their own servers. I know it might not be us because it's not popular, but
No.
trust me,
I
there's
agree.
better
I still
people.
pay $15.99 a month for Ultima Online that came out in 1998. My account age is 22 years old. I have still paid.
What?
Actually, it's not. It's $12.99 a month. I lied. Used to be $9.99 years ago, but I've been paying $9.99 since 1998. Okay, to play this game, and I still play it often. I still put hours into it. That's an MMO. But it's no longer viable. I'm sure it's going to be dead. There's lots of hardcore gamers that create their own servers and have their own. But I'm just saying, I'm surprised that they still advertise this game. They don't advertise Ultima Online anymore. It's owned by EA. It's owned by Mythic Games. It's still not advertised. But they still put money in the game every week. But that's what I was just saying. I'm surprised I see a lot of influence on the ESO for a lot of the extra, the new ads I've been seeing, which a game that's this old, I'm surprised it's been getting a lot of press lately. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, I seem to feel the same way about GTA 5. You know, just
Exactly. It's another one.
It's like a
another
roach
one.
that you can't kill for some reason. It just
I didn't
keeps-
want to put it in that same boat. I'm sure ESO's a little
Every
bit better
time you
than
step
that,
on it, it just evolves into the
Brings
next
That
generation.
Is
You're
a
like,
Exactly.
thought I did
Exactly.
not want to have.
Exactly my thought process as well.
It's
It
with
goes
a lot of
the same
those.
way.
It's with
Like,
a lot of those MMOs. You just keep playing until they're not fun anymore. You just move on.
well, I
That's
I
what
generally-
gaming is about.
me personally don't like GTA 5, and I don't think it's fun, but a lot of people else do, and they drop a lot of money on that and still play that to this day. But that's me.
No.
Very well
No.
point taken. Point
Okay.
taken. I agree 100%.
I was
Okay.
done
I
at the
just-
360
very
era, and here we are, Series X era, and you know the game's
still
going
going.
strong.
I'm still playing it as well.
I'm not
So
gonna
it-
say anything.
Hey, listen,
that's-
there's nothing wrong with what you're saying there, Flemish.
No,
Fine.
I can't say it on the show. I'm not gonna say it on the show. I'll say it after.
I don't know what you're trying to say there.
Something
But
I
the
can't
answer
say.
is- The answer is no, Flemish. No. Don't even ask me. All right, so we got 15 left, so we got a couple items here. Which one you want, clowns? You want the YouTube policy or you want Amazon?
Wow. I mean, those are both pretty important. I mean,
I know.
YouTube policy, I mean, we could talk on it. It's a small topic, really, but it's something that's been
Okay.
affecting a lot of people, like RGT85 and other channels.
Why
So,
don't you lead that conversation so
Yeah.
let the people know?
yeah, the new YouTube monetization policies have changed a little bit, and a lot of people said that they weren't notified or before they were rolled out. You know, it hasn't really affected us because we don't curse or really show violent footage in the first 15 seconds or near any of the YouTube ad breaks, but channels that do have ads like that and they curse near them or they show any type of violent or offensive gameplay, they could get those videos demonetized, and a lot of times it's without any explicit warning, since it's been enforced anyway, without any real warning except for an email, and then RGT disputed one of the emails and YouTube upheld their policy and said, no, listen, it doesn't go with their new policy. So I just want to make people aware, because I think it's important for people out there to realize this, if they do count on this as like a side income or a side hustle.
What's the threshold on violence? Like, if you're playing a game, I mean, we were just showing
Like bloody combat, like Mortal Kombat, stuff like that.
No fatalities.
That sounds
stuff like
messed up, because we do that for a competition.
Yeah,
Or,
I mean, Twitch, maybe you go to Twitch for competitions.
But they also post it on YouTube.
Oh, I don't know how that's gonna work. Because that could be an issue with YouTube's policies. Maybe the videos would just not have monetization on them.
Or if you just make too much money, they just let you slide, like they let some people who has offended a lot of people who shouldn't have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I mean there's exceptions, right? I mean, we see that all the time. Paris Lockhart says no swearing. Jago says we are retro renegades. We do not acknowledge YouTube's new rules.
He said, I don't know. They might want us to acknowledge, but we don't acknowledge. We're the renegades.
we haven't signed anything. No.
Yes, I mean it's a little bit of a shock, because people didn't get a heads up notice and say, hey, you have so many days to check your videos, because they are going back to older content with the AI and just demonetizing other stuff.
See, that's the part I don't agree with, because they always tell us when they update their terms and conditions for being a partner or being affiliated or whatever, being monetized. But to go back and then tell us, not tell us that, this video that we recorded 2.5 years ago that we may not even remember is going to get demonetized or going to get us in trouble. That's where I kind of where it kind of falls apart for me. It's like, if anything, just give us a list. After a while, go through them and give us a list going, we have trouble with these old videos. You might want to pull them. Also, demonetizing a 2-year-old video, most times, who cares?
Well,
Because,
it depends. Like, though, if you are a big channel with, say, I want to say with more than 2 million people, right? You're a big channel, more than 2 million people. They have, a lot of those channels have evergreen videos where they just keep earning views and
yeah, that's true.
Revenue. So it hurts them a lot, because they're on the business end of it, and they do it as a business.
Real quick, let me, Jago, just by using YouTube and clicking the agreement when you first signed up, yes, you signed something. So, yeah. So,
They will force it. They will sign you out until you agree. That's 100.
yeah. and
no way
and when we
around
go to
that.
those of us who have reached the monetization threshold and stuff, we had to re-sign new stuff. So yeah, we have to make agreements before we go monetized or go affiliate or whatever. So yeah, for those that have done that, they have signed paperwork.
Well, that's how everybody does it, right?
Right.
I mean, I don't care if you got iPhone or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll sign you out until you sign that agreement. You ain't gonna see nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
That's how it is. So, I mean, I think that's a good topic and something to be aware. So anyone who's a content creator or want to be or aspiring to be, it's probably good to keep an eye out. Probably want to mute yourself if you rage a lot, or just do it on Twitch.
And when Paul's camera gets crazy, we know it hit, it hit a trigger there.
What my camera got crazy?
Yeah, the NDI
yeah.
from Skype is getting crazy.
So,
Yeah, we're all ready for January 25th.
I'll say Infinite didn't speak on it. He's a retro renegade person as well. So I heard one of the captains say we don't recognize YouTube's bylaws. Is that correct there?
I mean, it is what it is. I can't say. I'm no conspiracy theorist, but I think this is the way for them to demonetize, not have to pay out for some of them more horrible, newer videos they had back on the earlier platforms that still get to be seen today, that still are monetized because those policies were available then or able to be broadcasted then. So now they want to get rid of them, like those evergreen videos. They don't have to pay them out anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can make a little excuse of why they're demonetized and why it was, and then they no longer have to pay them out. Could be a cost savings for them.
Yeah, I mean, in the long run, right? It could be a
That
cost
way they're
savings.
only paying for new content, not old
We
content.
should just ask ChatGPT to build our own platform.
You mean to code it? Code our own platform?
Yeah.
Good luck with that, because the codes it spits out is like in cryptic messages. It'll do like a paragraph and then stop and then say, "We are an AI model. We do not code, but if you'd like to code, here's a sample of a code in C# or C++ or Python."
You gotta start somewhere. You're gonna start with Cozy. She already got half the code written.
What?
Oh, she's like, why you telling my business?
I have no idea what's going on.
Hey, listen, for real though, that was a good lesson for everybody and definitely something to keep an eye out. We are almost there, so we're gonna hit this last one here, and it's about Amazon game exec leaves the company. So I don't know. I didn't dig too far into it. I don't know if anyone else did, but I don't believe Amazon Games is in the same ballpark as how Google was. I do believe they're a strong partner. They actually are publishing games for other companies.
Yep.
And Luna is actually similar to Game Pass. I don't know if nobody ever tried it, but it is similar. Yep. It's not as mini games or whatever, but it's still, you can hop on and play whatever, as long as it's not Ubisoft Plus. So I don't think Amazon itself, but considering this made news, to me, this is a big deal, because why would it hit a headline unless it's significant? So I want to start with Clowns, because he can probably do a deep dive into that, and then we can do a round table. It doesn't really matter. Anyone can chime in after that.
Okay, well, this came up on my radar because I was just a little surprised. Amazon has really tried to get into the gaming industry. They're really trying to get behind some studios, build some, buy some, whatever it is. They want to be a big competitor in this space, right? So John Smedley is leaving Amazon Games San Diego. Employees were kind of a little surprised because Smedley just emailed and said that he just wants to leave and try something new. It wasn't like his contract was up or anything that we're aware of. I mean, I don't know if he has to keep that silent. So maybe they do. I don't know. But he just wants to try his hand at something new. And the press doesn't really know why he's leaving the studio. They did note that during his time as head of the branch, none of the games worked on in Amazon Games San Diego have been released. And his departure comes after several layoffs at Amazon Games and the studio head, Mike Frazzini. So, it is what it is. Maybe he just wanted to leave on his own before any further cuts happened so he could say he resigned. Or maybe he took a package he can't talk about. And I don't know what this says about Amazon Games in general, if they're going to, do some more layoffs or if they're going to restructure. I don't think Amazon's going to get out of the game studio business, right? But I do think that maybe they will restructure and try to find a more profitable approach.
I wouldn't be surprised if they stay on as a developer, but not so much as a actual provider. I don't think Luna's ever actually going to go. I think they'll turn into an investor, a developer, development house, own a bunch of the companies, not really develop for Amazon.
You're cutting out.
I don't care.
That means he's falling backwards in his chair.
Yeah, that's exactly what that means.
Yeah, you told us last time. It's like, if I fall out, just know what happened.
Yeah.
Paris said Jeff Blackburn left too. I'm not sure who Jeff Blackburn is, but I might have to look that up. Yeah, maybe it's a telltale sign of kind of where Amazon's headed, and their involvement is just not in that direction.
Right.
Yeah, and I also want to say, just like Paris says, execs will leave all the time. Like they just want to get greener pastures, baby, maybe. And also the games they released until now, Lost Ark. Hold on, I had the list ready. Blue Protocol is coming this year, right, PK? You know more about that?
Yes, Blue Protocol will be released this year.
Yeah. And Lost Ark was published by Amazon Games, not made, but New World. Like New World is actually doing better than
It was.
ever.
Yeah, I mean that is a pretty good
Because
game. It's
new,
pretty solid.
Yeah, now it is. In the beginning, wasn't. It was not doing great in the beginning, but it's really picked up steam again after they done some reiteration and stuff, and just made the game better. So I'm sure they're not gonna stop. I mean, they are doing well. They're just getting new executive and just keep on trucking. That's what I would say.
I don't know.
What about you, Infinite? Oh, he's quiet right now. He's watching The Quiet Place again.
Oh no.
And Fee.
You dare?
Quiet Place.
I can't take another one of those movies.
There we go. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
And I have no opinion on the matter. Execs come and go. Nothing good, nothing bad. It is what it is.
That is an opinion, and I like it. What about you, Cozy?
I agree. You know, it seems like Amazon hasn't done much, but they haven't been Google, where they just like things didn't pan out quick and they just dumped everything and said screw it. Which, you know, and what they've done, it's usually worked out. They haven't like, and execs do come and go, so this doesn't really make me like, oh no, this is something worrisome.
Hey, that's a valid reason, Paul. Did you go on this?
What?
Did
Yeah,
you
what?
already gave your opinion? Just want to make sure I gave you space.
I kind of did. Yeah.
Okay, remember this is open forum, so I didn't want to squeeze anybody out. I just want to say that for me, I think Amazon ain't going nowhere. I mean, they're a large company. They have the largest streaming platform for gaming. I mean, and they publish games like Blue Protocol, for instance, one of the games I'm excited for. So I don't think they're going anywhere. And execs come and go. I mean, honestly, if the development team, if we ain't hear nobody crying about their work and Amazon, then, you know, who cares if the leaders leave? Honestly, I'm not saying who cares. Let me back that up. We do care, but we are not as concerned, if that is a better articulation. So for me, it was huge when Jeff Kaplan left the Overwatch team, all right? Because the dude, this was his baby. He started it, and then he just up and left out of nowhere, right? Paris, this is a love letter. Go get that man back. Throw him a bag, okay? We need him back to save Overwatch, all right? Especially if the acquisition go through. We need him back.
Yeah.
Anyways, at the end of the day, I look at it as, you know, for this particular thing, because kind of like Cozy talked about, first of all, Google, as much as Google has so many great things, like great ideas, great products. They introduce so many awesome things. It's almost like it's a pet project. It's just something to do for now. They're bored. They just want to throw money at something, and then they give up on it. Amazon, however, invests, right? Nobody thought that Amazon Prime would be what it is today.
Movies, their TV shows.
They literally bought MGM and own Wednesday on Netflix. Because they own all the Tim Burton stuff, and they own 007. Like, they own this stuff. So they're not playing. They're just strategically investing. They still have the biggest and largest cloud operation in the world. So it's a matter of time before they kind of move all that stuff together. Think about it. The music on Prime is now a part of your subscription. It wasn't before.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It was something separate. So think about if they add Comixology and then add their Luna to the subscription as well. So all of us in one umbrella, then it makes more sense. That's just me. So far as stuff happens, man. I mean, honestly, unless there is some lower-end people afraid to lose their job or stuff like that, I have not yet seen Amazon do a Google. And I know it's sad that we give it a name, but it is kind of a Google, right? Where they just show up one day. You know what? We're not doing this no more. I know I like that haircut from last week, but
they act like a startup, really. That's what Google does, and it's like, I'm frustrating. It's like, you have all that money, and why are you acting like?
They just throw it away. we want to make Google Glass the coolest thing we ever seen, and
they offered me a developer pair of goggles. I never took advantage of it.
As always, you know what? Take advantage of everything so we can see it. Stop trying to. I don't want it. We want it. We want everything. We want to see it and show it, and if you're gonna flex, do it on camera.
Well, PK.
That's it. That's all I got, man. Go ahead and wrap it up, clowns.
Before we get out of here, I just want to say happy birthday to the happy birthday guy again. So, happy birthday, Phil.
Happy birthday!
Yay.
All right, PK, take us out of here.
All right, so shout out to everyone that hang out with us. Definitely came through the watches, and as we mess around, because we know we're some jokesters, and according to Paul, we're not professionals, so we're just some unprofessional.
I did not say that.
He didn't
Except
say
Carlo.
we are
We're
professionals.
always late. We're always late because of Carlos. So yeah.
Paul's busy with
anyways,
the pineapple dancing.
Yeah.
Whenever I graduate to that upper echelon of little circle that he has, where I'm allowed in his parties, and maybe when Redfall come around, that might happen. But anyways, thank you for all. Like I said, it's not a show without you guys, without your support, and we love hanging out with you and seeing you guys in the chat and talking back with us and thinking about what we're talking about, having opinions. Flamish. Yo, Flamish.
Yes.
Actually, I want to talk to the pink thing. So, where can they find you, Flamish? No, where can they find you, man? And what's going on?
Well, I'm doing peachy, peachy at the moment. So besides that, you can find me over here, of course, on Thursday for GQTV. You can also find me on Retro Renegades. I'm sorry I forgot that last time again, like I many times do. I'm sorry about that. Infinite, you heard it. But yes,
he's not allowed having that pink thing around his neck on Retro Renegades. They banned that on Retro Renegades.
I like his neck pillow.
No comment. But yeah, you can find me there Tuesday evenings, 6 p.m. No, 7.
7 p.m. Eastern.
7. Yeah. Time zones, man.
I give up.
The time.
He can't even get the daggone time right. Jeez.
Like Liz Hughes, time zones, not Flamish.
Is this the kind of help you hire over there, Infinite?
I confuse time zones. I confuse names. I called everyone different names.
Quick, Flamish dance.
Oh my
Dance,
God.
Flamish.
Dance. What? Dance?
Don't want to hear one damn word about my sign off tonight.
Did he just fall out of his chair? Did Flamish just fall out of his chair?
Yeah.
I think he might have just fell out.
Well, that's our resident cartoon character. So we're gonna go on to Paul.
I hope he's all right.
Paul,
I hope he's okay.
Go ahead and tell me where they can find you, bro. I don't know what happened.
Okay. You can find me at Cerebral Paul 1 on Twitter. Twitch is Cerebral Paul. You can find me also on Twitch on the Xbox Ambassador channel every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. in the UK for Gaming Differently with Cerebral Paul. You can find me on Tuesdays with the Retro Renegades and Thursdays right here.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow.
Paul has an interview coming up.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
I have
You
a
ain't
big
gonna
interview
promote
coming
that?
up.
What?
I have a big interview coming up, and well, the interview is not for another 2 weeks or a week and a half. So.
Doesn't matter.
But I am
Promote it.
interviewing the writer, director, producer of Scare Package 1 and 2, Aaron B. Kuntz, who will be interviewing, and Cozy will be with me, and not sure who else is going to be with us, but we will be there and get that done, and it'll be posted soon after. So I'm looking forward to it because those
Me
movies,
too. Me too. Ow.
if you haven't watched those 2 movies, they're great. They're fun
Fantastic.
from the get-go.
That sounds exciting. I'm not really into horror movies, but that sounds exciting.
Well,
And we
it's
gonna
comedy
continue-
horror. It's comedy horror, by the way. So
An
yeah,
anthology.
Okay.
yeah, and an
Okay.
anthology.
Okay, my
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Make sure we continue to promote this
Yes.
before it comes up so people will be reminded. It
Yep.
sounds like a big one, so we definitely want to make sure that people are reminded that it's coming up so that be on the lookout for it.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm really psyched for it. I really am. So
All right, Infinite. Would you mind telling people the right time for Retro Renegades and where can they find you? It's quiet. It's quiet place.
or
Again.
not.
It's quiet place again.
No, we're good. I was decided to mute myself once more time. Hey, you can catch us on 7 o'clock every Tuesday. YouTube, just put us in the search bar, Retro Renegades, you'll find us. And then you catch me on Thursdays.
Until we get demonetized.
6:30. So we get demonetized. Demonetized doesn't mean they take a channel away. Well, we'll just make a new one. I don't think any of us really care.
First of all, they did it before monetization. They're not going to care even after. So
Exactly. Let's just get that right now, boys. We do this for fun, not for play, or not for money. So
No.
Other than
We
that,
do this
that's
for
it.
play, not for real. We do this for play. What are you talking about? You can't threaten me. That's awesome. Go ahead, Infinite. I didn't mean to cut you off.
we're good, and that's it. I'm here on Thursdays.
All right.
Thursdays. Okay, calm down.
Cozy, you got a lot of energy about stuff, so let's go over this. Where's the next place they're gonna see you, and what's coming up?
So as Paul said, I'm excited to do this interview. It's gonna be great. Wait, what was the other question? What was the questions?
Where can
they find you?
Oh, okay. You can find me at all places where you find cozy belugas. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is that it, or no Twitter? No next podcast?
You're on Thursdays. And then on Fridays, you can find me on Hamathy Solos bullsitting on They Said We Said.
So there you go. If you want to get another dose of some belugas, definitely come back every week. For Thursday and Friday, you get double dose. And hopefully she's going to be streaming for the channel in the future. So we're going to be doing big things, and I can't wait for the interview with her and Paul. That's super exciting. What's the name of the movies he wrote and directed again?
Scare Package and
Scare
Scare
Package.
Package 2.
And Scare
They're
Package 2.
fantastic. I recommend everyone to watch them, especially if you like horror. They're horror comedy, as Paul said. They're also anthologies, so it's like just and they're some of the best horror. They're just some of the best of all three of those things.
Yep. And the effects are practical effects, which is what I prefer, and they're disgusting, which is awesome.
That's a lot. I was like, I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for those out there with the same interest, this is probably a great one for you guys. You don't want to miss.
Yep.
But
Real quick, it's available on Shudder, and if you've never had Shudder, they do have a 30 months for free trial, and you can catch both the movies in 30 days easily. And Shudder is actually a great service. I love Shudder.
I agree. If you get AMC Plus, they give you Shudder too.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right. And for my co-host there, Carlo, are you okay over there, buddy?
Yeah.
Do you mind go ahead and promote us and signing out?
So everybody, you can always catch us on 4GQ TV. Thank you for everybody stopping by and all the Xbox groups that allowed me to post the video today on Facebook. Thank you so much for that. You can also check out some recent interviews that we've done. Carlos Navarro from Hawkeye is a really cool guy. He's also a Monsters in the Morning on 104.1 FM in Orlando. He's a very cool, laid-back dude. And then we had Allison Packard on, who is a fantastic actress. She's going to be in a lot more projects coming up, including a show on TBS. So check out that interview. We got Paul's interview coming up with Star Package 1 and 2. Scare Package 1 and 2. Scare Package 1 and 2.
Aaron B.
Done
Coons.
that one. He just
B.
messed that
Coons.
one up.
And then, we have Joe Belcastro, who is a former writer for WWE, coming on, and he's got a book that's out as well, Dominature. So he's coming on to talk to us. We have more interviews lined up on the back end. We just got to get some more dates. Yeah, but stay tuned to the channel and check us out, man. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and share this out. Tell everybody about these interviews we do. We talk to people in the industry.
That's right. We try to keep it up and keep you guys entertained. And it's the most electrifying man in all entertainment. It's your boy PK. And thanks again for coming through. And we are loving all the attention. You guys, especially the ones that keep showing up every week. And bring your friends. Please, please bring your friends, because they don't know what they like until you show it to them. Trust me. And we enjoy it. So catch y'all guys next week. Thanks for coming through. See y'all. Peace.
You have to do aggressive.